AI is evolving so fast that even the internet browser you're watching this on might soon work for you instead of with you. California just passed the first major AI safety law in America. A Chinese startup just slashed AI prices in half, and Microsoft is warning we may need military-grade intervention to stop runaway AI in the next decade. But here's what most people are missing. While everyone's focused on the headlines, there's a bigger story unfolding. And if you're not paying attention, you're going to get left behind. In this video, I'm going to break down the 5 biggest AI developments from this week and show you exactly what they mean for your future. More importantly, I'll show you the 3-phase framework for positioning yourself to thrive in this new world, not just survive it. To make this easy to follow, we're splitting this into 3 stages: understanding what's happening right now, recognizing the opportunities these changes create, and building a future-proof skill set that will keep you relevant no matter how fast AI evolves. So let's start with what's actually happening. First, let's get one thing straight. The AI landscape isn't just changing incrementally anymore. We are seeing fundamental shifts happening every single week. And this week alone gave us a glimpse into 5 major developments that are reshaping everything. Story 1, the browser that does your work. Opera just launched a new browser called Neon, and it's not just another Chrome alternative. This thing is built as an AI agent from the ground up. It has features like Neon Do, which literally carries out actions for you. We are talking about filling forms, navigating pages, even automating repetitive tasks, all inside the browser. It also has tasks and cards that let you string together workflows, almost like building your own AI assistant. Opera is rolling it out as a subscription product, and here's the interesting part. Some of these features run locally, meaning your data doesn't always go to the cloud. This could be the first mainstream move toward browsers as AI assistants, not just windows to the web. Think about what this means. The tools you use every day are becoming intelligent. They are not just responding to your commands anymore. They are anticipating what you need and doing it for you. Story 2, California's landmark AI safety law. Meanwhile, California just became the first state to pass a sweeping AI safety law. Governor Gavin Newsom signed SB 53, which forces big AI companies to publish their safety protocols, publicly assess catastrophic risks, and even report major safety incidents to the state within just a couple of weeks. If they don't comply, they could face fines up to $1 million. Smaller startups get lighter rules, so it doesn't completely crush innovation, but this marks a major shift. While the federal government might be slow, states are starting to take regulation into their own hands. This tells us something important. AI is no longer just a tech issue. It's a governance issue, a safety issue, and increasingly a political issue. Story 3, China's DeepSeek cuts AI prices in half. And while regulators are tightening the screws, the competition is heating up. Chinese startup DeepSeek released an experimental model called V3.2 EXP. It uses something called sparse attention, basically a way to handle long text more efficiently while lowering compute costs. But here's a real game changer. They cut their API pricing by more than 50%. That makes them one of the cheapest large-scale providers on the market right now. This isn't just a new model release. It's a warning shot. The AI arms race isn't just about who's smarter anymore. It's about who's cheaper, and DeepSeek just made AI a lot more accessible to everyone. Story 4, Meta's hardware play. On the hardware side, Meta is reported to be acquiring chip startup Rivos. Why? To reduce dependence on Nvidia and build their own AI infrastructure from the ground up. The future of AI isn't just about clever models, it's about who controls the compute. If Meta can design its own chips, they save billions and gain a competitive advantage. And they're not alone. Google, Amazon, and Apple are all trying to own their own silicon. Story 5, Microsoft's military warning. And finally, maybe the most concerning headline of the week, Mustafa Suleyman, Microsoft's head of AI, says that in the next 5 to 10 years, we may need military-grade intervention to stop rogue AI systems. He's talking about scenarios where AI could rewrite its own code, set goals, and acquire resources completely outside of human control. This isn't coming from a science fiction writer or an outsider. This is the person running Microsoft's AI division. When insiders start talking about military responses to AI, you know the stakes are rising. So here's a big picture. AI tools are getting more intelligent and autonomous, like Neon working for you instead of with you. Regulation is finally catching up in places like California. Prices are dropping fast, making AI accessible to more people. Big tech companies are fighting to control the hardware and the people building AI are sounding the alarm louder than ever. The question everyone should be asking is, are we on the verge of an AI golden age or an AI crisis? And more importantly for you, where do you fit in all of this? Now, here's what most people get wrong about these kind of changes. They see these headlines and then they either panic or they ignore them completely. But there's a third option that almost nobody talks about. These massive shifts create opportunities, not just for tech companies or developers, but for regular people who understand what's happening and position themselves correctly. Let me explain what's really going on beneath the surface. When browsers become AI agents, when prices drop by 50%, when regulation starts kicking in, what's actually happening is a massive knowledge gap opening up in the market. Most businesses, most professionals, most people have no idea how to navigate this new landscape. They don't understand the implications. They don't know which tools to use. They don't know how to adapt their work or their business model. And that gap, that's where opportunity lives. Consider this. Reports show that businesses are struggling to implement AI effectively. They know they need to adapt, but they don't know how. They are scared of falling behind, but they're also scared of making the wrong moves. This creates demand, enormous demand for people who can bridge that gap. People who can understand both the technology and the practical applications. People who can translate these complex developments into actionable strategies. And here's a key insight. You don't need to be a computer scientist to fill this gap. You don't need a PhD in machine learning. You just need to be a few steps ahead of the businesses and professionals who are desperately trying to figure this out. Think about what skills are becoming valuable right now. Understanding how AI tools actually work in practical scenarios, knowing which solutions fit which problems, being able to implement systems that businesses actually need, staying current with developments so you can advise others confidently. The One Person Business Academy was built specifically to address this opportunity because in a world where AI is changing everything, the people who thrive aren't the ones with the most technical knowledge. They are the ones who understand how to apply that knowledge in ways that create real value. The Academy focuses on teaching you how to future-proof yourself by developing skills that will remain valuable no matter how fast AI evolves. Skills like strategic thinking, implementation, and understanding how to position yourself in this rapidly changing landscape. So click the first link down below if you're interested. So how do you actually position yourself to thrive in this new world? It comes down to 3 strategic moves you need to make right now. Move 1. Become a constant learner. The old model of learning a skill once and riding it for 30 years is dead. In a world where AI capabilities double every few months, your competitive advantage is your ability to learn and adapt quickly. This doesn't mean you need to learn everything about AI. It means you need to develop a system for staying informed and testing new developments as they emerge. Set aside time each week to understand what's changing, not just reading headlines, but actually testing new tools, understanding their implications, thinking through how they apply to real-world problems. Move 2. Build your knowledge moat. Here's a counterintuitive truth. As AI gets better at general tasks, specialized knowledge becomes more valuable, not less. Pick an area where AI is creating change and become the go-to expert in that specific domain. Don't try to know everything about everything. Instead, become exceptionally knowledgeable about one particular intersection of AI and real-world application. Maybe it's AI tools for small businesses in a specific industry. Maybe it's understanding AI regulation and compliance. Maybe it's implementing AI systems for a particular business function. The narrower your focus, the more valuable your expertise becomes. Because when someone has a specific problem in the area, you are the obvious choice. Move 3. Create multiple revenue streams. The most successful people in the AI economy aren't relying on a single income source. They are building diversified systems that generate revenue in multiple ways. This might include consulting work, where you help businesses implement AI solutions. It might include creating educational content that teaches others what you have learned. It might include building tools or systems that solve specific problems you have identified. The key is that you are not dependent on any single client or any single business model. You're building a portfolio of income streams that reinforce each other and protect you from market shifts. This is exactly the kind of strategic thinking that the One Person Business Academy teaches. Because building a sustainable future isn't about chasing the latest trend. It's about understanding how to create value in ways that remain relevant regardless of how technology evolves. So here's where you are right now. You have seen the 5 major developments shaking up the AI landscape this week. You understand that these changes create a massive knowledge gap in the market, and you know the 3 strategic moves you need to make to position yourself for success. The question is, what are you actually going to do about it? Because here's the truth that nobody wants to hear. Information is useless without action. You can watch every video, read every article, understand every development, and still end up exactly where you started if you don't actually implement. The One Person Business Academy exists to bridge the gap between knowing and doing. It's designed for people who understand that the world is changing rapidly and want to build skills and systems that will keep them relevant and valuable no matter what comes next. Inside the academy, you'll find frameworks for understanding developments, strategies for positioning yourself in the market, and practical guides for building sustainable income streams in this new economy. The world is moving fast, faster than most people realize. The opportunities are real, but they won't wait for you to feel ready. So, if this video resonated with you, if you're serious about positioning yourself for success in the AI era, check out the One Person Business Academy. The link is in the description below. And while you're down there, let me know in the comments, which of these 5 stories do you think is the most important? The smart browser, the new safety law, cheaper AI, Meta's chip move, or Microsoft's warning? If you got value from this breakdown, make sure you hit subscribe for more AI content, showing you not just what's happening, but what it means for your future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.